Hello, we're talking about trusting and the importance of social media as a tool to help people to get to know you. So, there's been a long held tradition that people have not trusted attorneys, and they have these bad stories, and they have these bad jokes, and even attorneys themselves tell these jokes, these attorney jokes. But it's not really a laughing matter when you look at and you see that when someone needs an attorney, which everyone, I mean, I don't know many that at one time or another in their life is going to need an attorney. Their first question is, who do I trust? Who can I trust? And years ago, attorneys who were going beyond what was norm started doing all of these billboards all over everywhere, and a lot of commercials and mainstream. And a lot of people, when they get in an accident, that's the first person they think of. Because why? Because they've seen them on a billboard or they've seen them on a TV commercial. So it comes to with attorneys today, we things are all being equal. The playing ground is a lot more equal, but you have to take use of what is available. And so, a secret weapon in order to get people to get to know you and to get to trust you is to using social media, because it allows you an opportunity to let people see that you're genuine, that you care, and that you're a real human with a family and kids and things like that. Now more than ever, people are concerned about who they can trust, and little things like, oh boy, like a lot of times the commercials will show the doctor or the dentist or the attorney walking down the street with their kids or at the beach or something like that. What they're trying to say is, I'm a real human. I have children. I understand your life. I have a family. And so you can trust me. So this is the purpose of social media, is to build trust. If you want to build trust, it's very easy to figure out, how do you use social media. We have to really get beyond the old days where you know we depended on referrals, or we depended on the firm. Many attorneys, before they opened their own practices, felt like there was enough business where they would pass it down to the various partners or associates. But that's not really the case as much anymore. And more law firms are asking people to bring some business. Even small firms, there's like, okay, we want you to do some rainmaking. So you want to use social media, you want to be able to build trust, connect with clients, and social media is the way to go. This kind of helps you get outside of the stereotype, where people have believed that attorneys are this certain way. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into 12 reasons that social media is a game changer, and we're going to just take it one at a time. So the first one is to find new clients. Now, finding new clients is an art form today. Number one, there's a lot of attorneys out there, and if people are shopping price, then that's something else. So you don't want to get into the game where you're shopping price. Now, some attorneys, they get on a list with the clerk or the city or whatever, and then the prices are set there. But you can also hire some place that will give you leads, good leads, bad leads, or indifferent leads. Um, it's possible you can grow your practice that way. It's really not easy, because you're going to get all kinds of cases from them, and then you've got to kind of decipher. Probably 80% of the cases you're going to get are not going to be viable cases or be good cases. And so you've got to get through 80% of all these people that have various reasons they say they need an attorney, to find the gold, what might be a bona fide case. So when you think about finding new clients, what are some of the things that you would do on social media to get new clients? Now, I know that there are some attorneys here that are here on LinkedIn, and they have established a community. They kind of share their experience, and then they like have a pet or a child, and then they kind of let people be related to that. We have people that will find like their area of interest. They have an area of interest, and then they use that area of interest to get people to relate to them. But really, what is beneath all of that? What is beneath all of that is I am a human and you're a human. I am a human and I understand that you have problems, but let me tell you, I have problems too, and I know I've been able to solve my problems. I help people solve their problems. I'll help you solve your problems. So we can't get beyond the human effect, because many times, because attorneys are busy and because they're overloaded or they're overwhelmed, they forget that what they're dealing with is a human over there with a family, with they had parents, they may have children, they may have a home, they may have a business, they may have financial challenges. Someone did something that was very cruel to them or cheated them or whatever the dispute is, and they need an attorney. And so now they're looking for an attorney. Where can I find an attorney? And there was the day when they went to the yellow pages, and maybe by alphabetical order, maybe if you were an attorney whose last name was an A, you might have gotten more business than someone who had a Z as their last name. And so they would do that, or maybe they would call their neighbors and say, who do you know? And today we live in a very isolated society. Today, people are not in communities like they used to be. I mean, some people, they go to church and they have a community there. Some people may be a membership of a group or something like that. But more than not, people are kind of isolated. They get up every day, they go to work, they take care of their families, they do what is necessary. Maybe some people are a member of a country club, or maybe they have relationships with people that they went to school with. But by and large, people unfortunately have come to start to isolate more. And I think even more so after COVID, people, work from home, or they work remotely, or they're traveling. And so they really don't have that network where, they're going to be sending you clients. So how can you find new clients? On social media, because it's not like, oh, okay, I'm going to just put something on social media and then people are going to be flocking to me because I'm on social media. Number one, it takes a while. It's a strategy. So it takes a while to find out who is your niche. We have certain clients that we want to have. So we may, for example, if you have a business that's personal injury, then you want to cater to people who might, to anyone. Anyone can get in a car accident. Anyone can get in a problem or whatever. Maybe if you want to interested in people who are in sports or something, you have to choose something. Number one, that interests you and that can interest your clients, your potential clients. But if you're consistent, more important than anything is the consistency. And that is the biggest problem I see, because a lot of times, attorney will post a little bit and then they're not getting anything. So then they just kind of, all right, well, that didn't work. But it's number one, you have to find out what works. And then after that, you have to see, well, if that doesn't work, let me try this. There's no going back. Nobody's going to bring you back to the yellow pages. Nobody's going to give you back where the law firm is going to be giving you a lot of clients. No one's going to go back to be having this pipeline or community of people that are going to give you clients. That's a very rare case today. But today you have to be creative. You have to figure it out. And you want to find out, how can you stand out? What is it that I can stand up? Usually, if you get a marketing representative or you get a coach or you get someone, it is going to be a trial and error, but you go and you get the support. So, finding new clients, that's the biggest thing to that you want to do with social media. You want to get noticed. You want people to think of you as in a certain light. And so, unfortunately, in social media, you create your own persona. So you could be on social media like I'm the dad, and I'm the dad, and here's my kids. And I know that you want to protect your children and you want to protect your family, and I'm here to help you protect your family. Or you might be an attorney who is in trust and estates. You might be say, well, I am a person who has older parents. My parents are this, and they can use their older parents as an example. So we always have to find out what is it that our potential clients are really interested in, and then how can I position myself? Now you can't be 1 week you're over here saying catering to you know uh, eh, to personal injury, and then over here now you're over here you're catering to trust in the states, and then over here you're like a corporate. If you want to talk to corporations are on social media too. So there's all sorts of ways that you can find. Number one, what is the medium that I want to that works for me? you know you'd be surprised how many attorneys are on TikTok. You will be surprised. You'll be surprised how many more attorneys are on Instagram. And then there are attorneys that are on Facebook. Then there are attorneys that are on YouTube. Usually what I recommend is that you start with one or two and then build from there. But I think you want to nail one so that you feel like you have been able to do that. So anyway, so that's what we're going to our end of our 15 minutes this week. Next week, we will talk about how to get more noticed. And we're going to really hone in onto how you can use social media as your secret weapon so that you can stand out from your peers, so that you can gain the trust, get way away from the old stigmas of distrust and things that have gone on for much too long about attorneys, and show that you really care about your clients and that you want to do what's best for them, and get that barrier down so that they will come to you when they need an attorney. Thanks for coming, and I will see you next week.